Hey guys, here are some more examples of is it a function or not? And I also found one question for 8.5H. So everything's going to be on this video. Here we go. So here's some graphs, and it says which graph does not represent a function. So you will do the vertical line test. So let's do that now. So for A, if you draw vertical lines, you can see that it's going to hit the graph or hit the line on the graph twice. So that can't be it. B looks good so far. B looks good. Okay, let's look at C. Vertical lines, just hitting it once, looks great. And D, vertical lines, just hitting it once, looks great. So our answer, yes, is A. Let's go to the next one. It says which set of ordered pairs represents y as a function of x? Well, we just need to find out which set the x does not repeat. Let's do that now. So for A, we have a 2, a 4, a 6, and an 8. That looks awesome. Let's look at B. We have a 0, a 1, a 1. Okay, so that can't be it. We have for C, we have a 3, a 3, a 4, and a 4. That's not it because those repeat. And for D, we have 1, 1, 2, and 2. So we know our answer is A. D won't work because they repeat as well. Let's look at the next one. And this is a mapping. And it says, which statement describes the mapping? And it says, so it's not really asking is it a function or not, but let's look at that first. So we can see from the mapping that yes, it is a function because it only goes to one y. So based on that, so F, it says the mapping represents y as a function of x because each y value corresponds to exactly one x value. The mapping does not represent a function. That can't be it because it does represent a function. The mapping represents y as a function of x, so that's similar to F, so we'll come back to that one. And J says the mapping does not represent y as a function of x, and it does, so we'll mark that off. So we have F and H. So let's see what's different between the answers. So the mapping represents y as a function of x. That is the same on both answers. And then then it says, then they have it switched. They have, because each y value each y value corresponds to exactly one x value. And then on H, it says because each x value corresponds to exactly one y value. And that's what it said in our notes. Our note says a function is a relation where every input, that's your x, has exactly one output, that's your y. So I'm going to pick H. I don't like these questions, but that's the answer. Okay, the next one is another graph. So we will do the vertical line test. And it says which graph represents y as a function of x. So we can see that F hits twice. H is one line, so that doesn't even make any sense. J is a circle, so it hits twice. Let's look at G. And we can see the lines only hit one time, so your answer would be G. Here's another one. Which representation does not show y as a function of x? So let's see which one is not a function. So on the table, I can see we have a 1, a 3, a 5, and a 7. That works. On the graph, I can do the vertical line test and I can see it only hits once, so that works. For the ordered pair, I see I have a 2, a 3, a 7, and an 11. That works. So it must be D. So let's double check. So we have a 3 and a 2 and a 3 and a 6. So that doesn't work because the 3's repeat. So your answer would be D. Here's another ordered pair example. So we have which set represents a function. So we have 9, 0, 1, and negative 3. I'm sorry, that's negative 9. That looks great. For B, we have negative 1, 4, negative 7, and negative 1, so that repeats. We have a 3, a negative 4, and a 3. That repeats. And we have a 5, a 2, a 1, and a 2. That repeats. So the answer would be A. And now we are on 8.5H. And here is the one question that I have. And it says, which situation represents a proportional relationship? The answer choices are the cost of purchasing a basket of oranges for $1.30 per pound plus $5 for the basket. Okay, so per pound, we know that's our slope. And we have another number, so we know that's the y-intercept. So we're basically looking for the answer that has one number in it. If it has two numbers, that's not going to work. So the cost of purchasing peaches for $7 per box with a delivery charge of $3, we know that is non-proportional. And the $7 is your slope. The cost of purchasing grapefruit for $1.80 per pound with a coupon for $1 off. So $1.80 per pound is your slope, and -1 would be your y-intercept. And the last answer says the cost of purchasing apples for $1.75 per pound. That's it. There's one number in the problem. That means it's proportional. Let's look at that's the only question I have for 8.5H. That'll do it for the video slideshows for this unit and your assignments on the next page. Thank you for watching.